Pork is ready, woohoo! We're taking Hillary's battle wagon today because it's got lots of storage space. Can I introduce you?
Sure.
This is Larry Brannon. He's been my family's butcher for, gosh, 40 years. Since my dad was raising Semitols. And we take all of our meat here. And Larry does a great job.
Too many.
We used to do when I was a kid. We still got a big scalding pot. One of those old cast iron ones, yeah. So that's what 6 pigs looks like in a box. Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm really happy to get this pork back because we've been out for about a month now. Here's the butcher's schedule when we bring pork. We normally bring it on a Sunday. He slaughters on Monday, and pork, unlike beef, doesn't need to hang to tenderize. So beef hangs for a week at this butcher, and pork just chills down and then he starts cutting it. So his weekly schedule is slaughter on Monday, and then he'll start cutting beef from the week before, usually on Tuesday, and then he cuts pork later in the week. So normally we get our pork back about 5 days after we bring it. Unfortunately, with COVID and all the shortages in butcher house slots, he's been running behind, so it took us about 2 weeks this time to get our pork back. And it's the same all over the country. We're booked out to 2021 now for slaughter dates, and we're lucky to have those dates. I'm hearing from other people that they just can't even get dates, so we're thankful that we use a butcher that we've used for 40 years now. Well, let's see what we got here. Pork chops, what we call regular cut, 2 to a pack, 3/4 inches thick. Pork butts, we asked 3 to 5 pounds. The prime rib of pork, I love these guys. Ground pork, 1 pound packs, been selling really well since COVID started. Sirloin chops, really good, just have a different bone than a regular loin chop. This bone's right there, bone tends to be in the center of sirloin. These are good, these are underrated. Spare ribs, whole rack, rolled up. Breakfast sausage, 1 pound packs for making patties. Organ meat, we just have this loose bagged. Livers, tongues, and heart. Whole box and probably more elsewhere. Fresh pork belly, we have these cut in about 2 pound packs for do-it-yourselfers to smoke, cure, whatever they'd like to do. What you didn't see is hams and bacon. We had 3 pigs cut into hams and 3 into bacon and smoked instead of fresh pork belly. Those will be back in a couple weeks. These 6 pigs, turns out, I'm looking at the butcher's accounting here, dressed an average of 175, and we like them to go about 200. The next batch I think will be 200. They dressed between 155 small to 191 large. They wound up being a little over a half ton of pork, 1,052 pounds. What do we got here? Shipment from Ariat. Ariat sent me this stuff for free to wear when I'm doing videos, and that's kind of a sponsorship, I guess. I just like getting free stuff. It's really well made. The boots I got months ago, and I'm really happy with them.
Thanks, Ariat.
Thank you. I'll put the link to these coats down in the video description. I've had some people asking why we don't do the butchering ourselves, pigs and cattle. The reason is the law. We sell by the cut, and the law says you have to take it to a USDA butcher to sell it by the cut. Now we got to get down some hay for the cows. You've seen this before, so I'm going to make it quick. Wet butt. Oh, you guys are starving to death. Hey, piggers. Two men meet on the opposite sides of a river, and one man shouts to the other, "You need to help me get to the other side." And the other guy says, "You are on the other side." Even the cat thought that one was funny. We got to go out and clean up the field. Yep, it's mud season. Shouldn't leave those those laying around, I guess. We have a network of hoses that run from the hydrant in the barn here, and they run out into this pasture, and we move them around all summer long to water the broilers and the layers and the turkeys. So before winter they need to come up and we'll put them in. And why are we putting them in the manure spreader? Well, why not? Yes. Hey Sammy, how are you doing? Anybody ever told you you complain too much? You're even teaching your little ones to complain. That is not right. Then we have to go to each of the broiler boxes, take out the feeder, the bucket, and the water, and store them away for winter. Firewood, a million uses on the farm. This was the fence around the layers eggmobiles. Video out, he was like, I have too many bad jokes, unsubscribe.
You lost a viewer.
I just can't stand the bad jokes, they're terrible. Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
First rule of YouTube is never make fun of the viewers. Well, now we got to go pull the chicken boxes in. For that, we use a Super C because of the 2-point hitch, and I'll show you. First, we got to disconnect it from the pork trailer here. Oh, she needs a little choke today. This tractor always starts right up. Well, we want box 1 first. That is box 4, box 3, box 1. Just take this rope that we carry with the tractor, bring it around under here. Then since I got the ball hitch on the tractor for the pigs, we'll just make a loop and tie it on the ball hitch. That's good. We have to weight these lids down or they'll get blown away in the winter winds, and then I'll have to fix them next year. One more, and then the field is empty. Empty, empty. Yes, Patty. I know you wanna. I know you do. Yeah, I thought you did. And there we go. 6 chicken tractors put away for the winter. The question is, why do we put them away for the winter? Well, number one, we get them out of the field so that they're in a less windy area, so the lids are less likely to blow around and we can weight them down like we did here. Number 2 is, I don't like a messy field. I don't like driving down the road and seeing crap all over all winter long. So we get them out of the way. Number 3 is, some of them we won't need until the grass is almost knee high in the spring, and they're a pain to move when the grass gets high, so we put them here for the winter. And we got to take this tarp off of the brooder house for the same reason. It'll blow around in the winter wind. We won't have any tarp left in the spring. We fill milk jugs full of water and use them to hold the tarp on. And it works well. At the end of the year, we take them off and recycle them and put on new ones the next year. The cattle have eaten all their mineral and they have politely informed me that they would like more. We stock 3 different things in our mineral feeder out in the pasture, and I have a whole video on this that you can look up if you want to know more about it. But the first is our macronutrients, which are, this is the Fertrell brand Grazer's Choice, and it's a good source of calcium and phosphorus and the macro minerals. We feed loose salt. It's just Redmond salt. And we feed kelp. And kelp is a really good source of all the micronutrients that cattle need in trace quantities. The bulk feeder is 3 compartments, and each one goes in 1 compartment. Oh, I got a leak. I don't like that. Money on the ground. And of course, because these are Dexters, they're smart and curious. They're coming to see what I'm doing. Hey, Hux. Huxtable. Hi, Sally. Something new. They all got to check it out. For those of you that are new to the channel, we're primarily a pasture-based farm, so we slow down a lot during the winter. You saw us picking up all the stuff in the pasture. We grow a lot of poultry in the summer, but we only grow poultry meat birds in the summer, chickens and turkeys. And we run our laying hens in the summer on pasture too. They move into the winter house for the winter. They're safely tucked in there now. We pull the cows into this winter pasture when we run out of pasture outside of it in the fall. And the winter pasture is mostly just an exercise yard and a place for them to get fresh air. They can go into the barn whenever they want. We feed hay out of the barn. I'm a big believer in feeding hay inside, not enrolling it on the fields. Hey, Sammy. It's nice having a farm that works this way. We're really busy in the summer. Things slow down in the winter. We can relax a little bit. I can do some of the mechanical work and other projects that I really enjoy doing. So it fits. It fits the seasons. He is a cutie, aren't you, Marty? Hi, Titus. Oh, you better give a sniff. I am certain she is bred, but you can check her out. Not much to smell, is there? One of the final parts about slowing down our farm is getting these guys gone, and they're going the day after tomorrow. And I'm always happy to see pigs go to the butcher. So then we'll truly be in winter mode, and I can get on with some of my old tractor projects. We have to butcher Missy, the sow, and I'll do a video on that. But right now I just got to do afternoon chores. It's starting to get dark already, and this is the end of my video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.